I think the most important thing about London Collections Men is the enthusiasm with which it's been received. All we've done is create a platform, and it's the enthusiasm of the designers, of the brands, of the industry in general that has made LCM the success that it is. This season is even bigger than last season, and we're up about 12 to 15% in terms of press attendance, buyers attendance. There are now 77 designers showing, over 80 presentations, lots of dinners, parties, film screenings. So it's great. So there's a lot going on, and we hope that everyone has a fantastic time. I think it's always invidious to talk about particular favorites, but the most important thing this season is the way that LCM has become a launch pad or a springboard for international designers. Coach have come back to show, Moschino is showing, Tom Ford is actually having a show, Tommy Hilfiger too. All of these things are incredibly important because it shows not just the wide diversity and creativity of London and British designers, but also the fact that international designers are using London as an international platform. I think London has always been the home of menswear. We invented the suit. We are very, very good at tradition, but we're also very, very good at rebellion. If you look at Savile Row, that is the font of all tailoring genius. Everyone looks to Savile Row for their inspiration, whether they're an Italian designer or a French designer, or an American designer even. So you have tailoring here, but you also have incredible ingenuity in terms of street fashion. And if you look at any major youth cult since the war, it was born in London. Whether it was the Edwardians, or Teddy Boys, rockers, greasers, mods, the hippie movement, skinheads, punks, glam, new romantics, baggy, what have you. It all came from London. The younger designers, what we laughingly refer to as the younger designers, have an incredible sense of purpose. There's a long history of British designers being incredibly creative. If you just look at the number of amazing designers that came out of the 80s, for instance. But I think the designers today are actually more interesting because they're no less keen, but they also have a keen business understanding. And if they don't have that keen business understanding themselves, they at least know that they need to have that as a very, very important component or a structure for their own company. So I think that sort of marriage between creativity and business savvy has made this generation of British designers really, really interesting. What London offers is greater diversity. I think that if you go to Paris, you see lots of creativity. If you go to Milan, you see lots of luxury. But I think that you can see both of those things in London, married to an incredibly sort of varied and often complex individuality. What you find in London is a greater sense of invention. So people who have presentations perhaps put more effort into the location, to the art direction, to the dressing and the models they use. London designers understand that to really get proper cut through, to make an impression, you have to work really, really hard.